Well, good morning, my friends. What is up? It's your friend and pal Seth. My pronouns are he and they. I want to welcome you into your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. Good morning. It is Saturday at the time of this recording. So happy self-care Saturday. All right. If we're keeping track, and we are, it is day number 73 of our morning inspiration videos. Love it, love it, love it. Still going strong for 73 days. Yes. Love it. So, if you find that you're needing just a little bit of a boost this morning, a little bit of some boost of some extra added motivation, I hope that this video serves to do that for you today. Helps you to feel just a little bit better, maybe 1 to 3% better. Let's stretch it to 4 or 5% better. All right. So we're going to be talking about something really, really powerful today. All right. So without further ado, let us get into it. So at the top, almost at the, as I just said a few minutes ago, it is Self-Care Saturday at the time of this recording. So the community of practice that I belong to, we do not meet this morning. We meet Monday through Fridays. We meet Mondays through Fridays. And for that reason, I wanted to talk about something that's still really, really powerful and kind of does go in a line of what we speak about also inside of our community practice as well. Okay. And that is this concept of feeding our inner wolves. Now, this phrase, if you do not know, this phrase actually comes from a story, actually a fable, about a boy and his grandfather. And I found an amazing write-up actually about the story and kind of about how the author of this write-up, feels kind of about the story, and then asks us a very interesting question at the end of it. So what I'm going to do actually is kind of bring that up. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share the screen here and actually bring that up. So let me hide this. Okay. So again, so this is the story of the two wolves. All right. So I'm going to read through this real quick. The story of the two wolves. An old Cherokee Indian chief was teaching his grandson about life. A fight is going on inside me, he told the young boy. A fight between two wolves. One is evil, full of anger, sorrow, regret, greed, self-pity, and false pride. The other is good, full of joy, peace, love, humility, kindness, and faith. This same fight is going on inside of you, grandson, and inside of every other person on the face of this earth. The grandson ponders this for a moment and then asks, Grandfather, which wolf will win? The old man simply smiled and said, the one that you feed. I love this story. It's potent. I needed this story right now in my life. The two wolves represent to me mindfulness, the good wolf, and unmindfulness or ego, as some might say, the bad wolf. Mindfulness, in my experience and observation, brings with it wisdom, compassion, love, connectedness, and inner peace. Unmindfulness, I see in myself and the world at large, leads to suffering, anger, greed, and destructiveness. I needed this story right now to remind me of what's truly important to me, what really ultimately matters. I got busy these past weeks and lost a bit of balance in my life. I started to make little decisions, seemingly insignificant ones that were feeding the wrong wolf, the wolf I don't really want to feed. Then that bad wolf started to rear its head. Then I noticed, I woke up, and now choose something different. With every fiber of my being, I make that choice to feed to good, to good wolf of mindfulness. This story reminded me to continue to take responsibility for cultivating and nurturing a beautiful mind every day, every moment. It reminded me that every day we make choices, important choices that could be overlooked as being trivial, and these choices define us. They are a statement of who we choose to be in this life and what impact we will have on the world around us. It reminded me that even when the outside world is demanding, the state of my inner world should always be my primary concern, because without inner balance, without mindfulness, I cannot properly live in harmony and wisdom with myself and with life. So what about you? Which wolf have you been feeding? So I actually kind of ask you that question, me, and I also actually asked myself that question. Which wolf have I been feeding? So, it's very interesting, because, I just want to kind of expand on this. There's all sorts of things going on around us every single day. You know, There's these great things, there's these bad things, and again, there's stuff that we can control, and then stuff that we can't. But I think like for me especially, where the power comes back in is it again in that power of choice. We can't control everything, but we choose what to allow affect us and how much attention that we give to it. And I think that's something that's really, really powerful when it comes to thinking about, what wolf we feed. If we have, this wolf that's in us that's full of this anger and this greed and this, let's just say, not pleasant stuff, right? That's is kind of in line with a lot of for me, align in line with my depression and my anger and my anxiety and everything, and all this crap and all this evil, like, bad stuff that's going on, and then I'm literally feeding into it, and then those thoughts start coming into my head of I'm not good enough, or I'm this awful person and everything. We were talking yesterday inside of our community practice about something called the shame spiral, or the shame cycle, kind of, and how that just, that literally is just a cycle for us. And that's true definitely for me and everything. But again, where I take my power back is again in the power of choice and what I can control. We talk a lot in here about the circle of control, right? So I think that's something that's really, really poignant and really, really important for a lot of us to think about. Which wolf do we feed? Now, again, as I said, we can't control everything or everyone around us. Okay, so we may have, a person or something in our life that may be really, really negative, but it's not like we can really distance, ourselves from them, or just say, get the heck out of my life, But on the flip side, we can choose to maybe add into our life more supportive people, or more positivity and everything. So again, it all goes back to that power of choice, and also the circle of control, So I really just wanted to highlight that today, because I think that's something that's really, really important. All right. So our song for today, again, you know me, I always love to add songs, and not just in the community practice that I belong to during the week, but just it's amazing. So the song here for today is Dear Lie by TLC, and I love this song. If you've heard this song, all right, let me know in the comments, okay? This song is really, really powerful. And, when I first heard it, this was, again, a lot before, a lot of the mental health issues I was having before, a lot of my trauma, interestingly enough. So I thought, in my mind, it was, just about one thing and everything. I'm like, was she talking to a lie, really? Like, dear lie, But it's interesting, because if you really dig deep within it, it's, yes, we're talking about, a lie and getting this lie away from us. But I think from another perspective, we can see a lie as a limiting belief that we have about ourselves. So seeing the lie as a limiting belief and breaking free from the dishonesty and the manipulation that it can have on us. Again, that's where that angry wolf comes in. The negative wolf comes in. So it's, again, not just about the negative impact of the lie and how it affects us, but also about the strength after it, the strength that we find inside of us to say, again, get this lie the hell away from me. And I'm going to choose something different. I'm going to choose something different that's going to feed another wolf. So again, the song is Dear Lie by TLC, and it's incredible. It's an incredibly powerful song. And again, if listening to it, from the terms of, this is a limiting belief again, or a lie, or some type of manipulation, and just get it away from us. It's really, really poignant. It's really powerful. All right. So our quote for today. The quote for today is by Deepak Chopra. All right. And it again is, what you pay attention to grows. If your attention is attracted to negative situations and emotions, then they will grow in your awareness. Boom. Amen. Right there. All right. So again, we come to that elusive question. Did Seth complete his goal for yesterday? So my goal for yesterday was I want to attend my personal medicine coaching graduation and celebrate moi. And I did that. Did that. So I'm now an actual certified personal medicine coach. Woo! It fills me sometimes with such emotion, actually. But I feel so grateful, to the universe. I just feel just amazing, about that. We had our graduation ceremony yesterday. Again, it was virtual, and everything, but it feels just incredible that I did that, So yeah, it was really, really amazing. So what is my goal for today? I want to gear up for tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, I spoke about this earlier in the week. I'm being part of an LGBTQ satsang, which is a group or a meeting of people virtually, and I'm being highlighted inside of our group. So I want to gear up for tomorrow night. Make sure that I know what I want to say, all that. But I also want to continue with my big room and bathroom cleaning project, which I also maybe told you all about some days ago. Got to definitely continue with that today as well. This all just feeds the good wolf for me, the mindfulness wolf, the amazing positive wolf inside of me. But it also really just contributes a lot to my health and wellness. So I love it. All right. So that'll about do it for your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. I will say, don't quit before the miracle happens, my babies. That ticker right down the bottom. Don't quit before the miracle happens. Find ways to keep moving forward because you are amazing and you are worth it. All right, let's join hands, do this together. I will also say, stay positive, stay motivated, stay focused on your amazingly huge, big dreams and goals, my friends. All right. Just also, before I actually sign off, remember how I said that we don't have a community practice that meets in the morning, because today is Saturday at the time of this recording, but we do have a community practice that actually begins this afternoon at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I will actually be hosting. So if anyone would like to come to that, or you're interested actually in it, let me know down in the comments or get with me on social media. Just let me know. All right. So with that now being said, I will once again say, stay positive, stay motivated, stay focused on your amazingly huge, big dreams and goals, my friends. All right. Thank you so much for watching your morning inspiration, morning inspiration video for the day. And I will see you. Hello. I'm sorry. Your cuteness and your beautifulness just blinds me. I love it. I will see you. Yes, I will. I will see you in the morning inspiration video for tomorrow.